Snapship toys in this video were provided by PlayMonster for the purpose of this review. Hey toy collectors, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today we're taking a look at Snapships. Build to Battle. Snapships is an all-new line of toys from PlayMonster. There are good guy and bad guy ships, and a whole sort of universe they've created for them to battle it out in. We've got the Sabre, which includes the Click figure, and the Scarab, which includes the Truth figure. These ships come in really interesting boxes. They show off there are 3 builds in one package. There are some graphics that show off how the items can click together and interlock. And the back of the package shows off how interchangeable the parts really are. It's crazy how this ship breaks down. The people at PlayMonster also included this cool Snapships poster with a call out at the bottom to remind you to watch Dawn of Battle on YouTube. Welcome to the future, where humanity is under constant attack by the brutal alien threat. You have shown bravery in stepping up to build to battle. As you collect more ships, use this as your hangar list, marking off the ships you have to keep track of your fleet. The more ships you have, the more pieces you can use to create your own snap ships. Download the app for interactive builds and play. So this list shows off quite a few good guy and bad guy ships. We've got the Lance and the Locust, Scythe and Sawfly, Sabre and Scarab, which are the 2 included in this review, Trident and Scorpion, and Gladius and the Wasp Flax. This is like a 2-in-1 setup. Got my 2 Snapships put together. They were very easy to assemble and a lot of fun. They come with a variety of parts to build additional ships, as well as some different armaments. This panel here is actually the roof section to the Scarab, but I've instead placed a giant spring-loaded missile launcher on the top. Direct hit. Return fire with the pea shooters. Fire again! Yeah! Modular design of these ships really promotes customization and collecting different ships and combining the kits into new builds. And unlike a lot of building toys, these are pretty rugged. They're not dropping parts off of them when being played with. Whew, my ejector seat worked. Get me out of here. I'll take a closer look at the Sabre here. I really like how, even though it's built out of these little cubes, all the ports get covered up. It comes with enough panels and missile launchers and solar panels and all kinds of covers that you don't see the plug-and-play nature of the toy. It looks like a complete toy or aircraft. You don't have lots of little open sockets. I think that's really cool. Now, maybe if you're building from your own imagination, you might not have enough things to cover every spot, but at least the core designed sets, give you enough to really build something cool. This ship is armed to the teeth. It comes with a spring-loaded missile launcher, comes with little pea shooters, it's got pretend missile launchers, it's got pretend guns, it's got all kinds of cool fins and vents and thrusters. I really, really like it. And then on top of that, it's got the opening canopy with the teeny, tiny little action figure. He's articulated at the waist. His feet are molded together with a little miniature stand there to help him stand up if you take him out of the ship. This guy is real tiny, but I do like that attention to detail for this line. I also think the lid being a stand for the ship is really cool. So we have the Scarab Claw Interceptor here. This is a wicked looking ship. It's got these bladed wings on the outside that are hinged. It's got Gatling guns and smaller laser turrets underneath. The back thruster here has these fins on it that are articulated. So you could open them way up to slow it down to create drag. Bring them in for high speed. The cockpit on this ship is very dark, like a tinted windshield, but that opens up to reveal the bad guy character, which is also really, really tiny, but really cool looking.
We will destroy the humans.
Just like the good guy ship, there's enough panels and plates to cover all the ports here when you build out the ship. There is the option of the spring-loaded missile or the bad guy version of the little pea shooters. They come with red projectiles. All that stuff is finger fire and works pretty well. I do think that the missile launchers are a little fiddly, but I love the way these ships go together. They all snap together. They do give you a tool for separating parts, because occasionally it's tricky to get your fingers between the parts if you're using some of these smaller plates. So you get this little pry tool to take things apart so you can rearrange and reassemble many crazy ships. My only complaint about this line is the missile launchers. If I push the first missile in and get it to click, when I go to put the next one in, when it gets into click position, the first one usually fires out on me. Well, maybe it's going to make a liar out of me now. Yep, see, I accidentally shot that one, and I'm not touching the trigger part here at all. Shot that one off by accident. It's very tricky to get all three in at the same time. Aside from having all the little covers that go on all the different places, I like how the blocks can actually lock in at an angle as well. So instead of always having to be square faced in, you can, almost like a socket, you know, with the different points, you can put them in at an angle, and that gives a lot more interesting design flares to these vehicles, along with the fact that they mostly all have some articulated parts. Snapships is a pretty fun line. I am very impressed with the two ships I've gotten to play with so far. I definitely want to check out their alternative modes, and I will post a video of those if you want to check that out as well. Special thanks once again to my friends at PlayMonster for sending these ships over so I could take a look at them. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos.